Straight away to the top story coming from the world of cryptocurrencies. The Bitcoin markets have seen a heavy sell-off and the crypto market fell below $5,600 per Bitcoin value for the first time this year. It touched the lowest value of $5,506 per Bitcoin mark in last trading session. Overall, Bitcoin has seen 11% fall yesterday. Crypto markets have suffered sharp losses, with some of the top 20 cryptocurrencies dropping by as much as 18%. Now, total market capitalization has dipped to as low as $187 billion, which represents lowest point since early November last year. The recent movement of the market was predicted by a number of industry experts who also suggest that the bear market would last beyond this year. Well, truly, this year has not been a great year for crypto holders. Continuous drop in market value once it was about to touch $20,000 mark. And we kept on telling you about this on our show Wallet in the beginning of the year. It's now below $6,000 mark. Now, a few thefts at exchanges in Japan and other areas have also made crypto vulnerable, and questions over its legality have been raised. It has been a point of discussion, though, too. Now, between the government and central banks across the globe, it looks like it won't be resolving at least in next 2 to 3 years. And a unique tie-up in US now. Ford and Walmart are teaming up there to test a self-driving grocery delivery service. The pilot program in Florida's Miami County will incorporate Postmates, a logistics company that operates a network of couriers to deliver groceries and more. The vehicles will collect data on consumer preferences to help companies understand what people want. Ford has said it will also look at different vehicle configurations or modifications that may be needed to accommodate orders such as perishable goods or when a vehicle is making multiple deliveries on a single trip. Now, Ford will work with Walmart over the next couple of months to determine what goods it can feasibly transport and figure out any issues that may need to be addressed to successfully deliver orders via self-driving vehicles. And do you know how many zeros are there in 360 crore rupees or $50 million? We all would have to write it down and count. But that's how many money has been spent on diamond in Geneva. The Pink Legacy diamond has been sold at a record price of $50 million at an auction in Geneva. Convert the price into Indian rupees and it costs a little more than 360 crore rupees. Renowned US brand Harry Winston has bought the rare pink diamond and has rechristened it as Winston Legacy. This 19-carat diamond is largest fancy vivid pink diamond that has ever been put under the hammer. The auction house Christie's had valued the diamond at $30 to $50 million before the sale, and it was bought within 5 minutes of bidding. The rare jewel once belonged to the family of Oppenheimer. The stone was found in a South African mine about 100 years ago. On the latest from Singapore, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi along with other world leaders attended the ASEAN Summit and the East Asia Summit. Indian Prime Minister and other ASEAN leaders took part in the India-ASEAN Breakfast Summit this morning. PM Modi discussed India's ties with other nations of ASEAN. Remember, India hosted leaders of the ASEAN countries earlier this year. 13th East Asia Summit will be held in 2 segments. There will be an East Asia lunch retreat. This will be followed by East Asia Summit in a plenary setting. The leaders of the member nations will be discussing a whole host of issues. There will be ranging from smart cities to maritime cooperation and environment and energy as well. And now, during the third round of quadrilateral security dialogue this morning, U.S. Vice President Mike Pence stressed on his country's commitment to the Indo-Pacific. Pence said that U.S. was looking for collaboration in the Indo-Pacific and not control.
Our message is simple. The United States' commitment to the Indo-Pacific is steadfast and enduring. In all that we do, the United States seeks collaboration, not control. And we are proud to call ASEAN our strategic partner. 51 years ago, 5 of your nations joined together in the spirit of equality and partnership to contribute towards peace, progress, and prosperity in this region.
During the Quad meeting, a new US-ASEAN Smart Cities project was announced. The Quad comprises of India, the US, Japan and Australia. Officials of the four countries discussed ways to balance China's growing ambitions in the Indo-Pacific region. The leaders also emphasized on the centrality of ASEAN for the Quad process. And coming to India, where private lender Yes Bank's non-executive chairman Ashok Chawla has resigned, the bank also said independent director Vasant Gujrathi too has quit, citing personal commitments. The bank further said it would announce the appointment of a new chairman in due course, post RBI's approval. Chawla is a former finance secretary. He has also worked as chairman of Competition Commission of India. The bank's board has also approved the appointment of Uttam Prakash Agarwal as an additional director for a period of 5 years. The Reserve Bank of India has already asked private sector bank to find a replacement of founder, MD and CEO by January 31. Last month, Yes Bank had said the panel looking for a successor to MD and CEO Rana Kapoor has finalized potential candidates' profile. And according to an official release, the Central Bank of China has renewed contract about reciprocal currency swap scheme with the Bank of England involving about $52 billion to provide support to the currency. The Public Bank of China has said that the deal aims to safeguard domestic financial stability and to maintain the stability of financial markets of the two nations. The validity of the contract is 3 years, which could be extended with the consent of both parties. The last contract renewal was on October 20, 2015, when the amount of currency swap extended to 350 billion yuan from 200 billion yuan. And let's take a look at the markets in India that have opened flat today, but as we speak, Sensex is more or less in green zone only. It is up 37 points. From the last many days, there are many concerns that are at the mind of investors, and the problems there are. The first is the crude, which is going up and down. It's not stabilized so far. Second is overall sales during the festival season, which will also be one of the factors that will impact the market overall. That's how Indian markets have done today. Indian markets, both Sensex and Nifty, are more or less trading flat only. From the last 2 days, there is no big change as far as Indian markets are concerned. While there are many overall factors that are responsible, rupee has opened higher today at 72.06 per dollar. In global markets, Nikkei is down 0.61%, Straits Times down 0.02%, Hang Seng up 0.42%. That's how markets in Asia are doing, though S&P 500 has fallen for 5th day yesterday.